Alright gang, it's Sexy. So, you know me, I'm not much for doing unboxings. Not gonna be all the professional stuff. I'll leave that stuff to the guys that are good at that stuff, like Todd over Wardrobe. He's real handy with this. But this arrived today along with another game that I'm gonna save and unbox it with Wardrobe together. But here it is, The Last Gamble, the new release from Compass Games, designed by Danny Parker. Designer Signature Edition. Good deal. So, first things first, this is the heaviest freaking game box I have ever lifted. This thing weighs a ton. All right. And interestingly enough, when you open it up and you take the 3 novels that are in here out of the box, it doesn't really look like I think there's only 5 or 6 counter sheets. All right. Well, let's take a look inside. Well, let's look at the back first. I'm not going to read all that stuff. Let these other guys do that. But I haven't looked at the maps, just a quick glance maybe. And they look pretty nice, all right? I will say, we'll get this stuff here. So complexity, they say a 7 or 9 out of 10. 7 or 9 out of 10. Time scale is 8-hour day turns, 16-hour night turns, 3.2 clicks per hex. Regiments and battalions, 1 to 4, best with 2. Suitable for solitaire, 8 out of 10. Average time to play is 3 to 8 hours for scenarios and 20 plus hours for a campaign game. That doesn't seem too bad. So what does that say? And now, so I'm wondering if that maybe means this is a super hyped up, Bitter Woods or Ardennes 44, something like that. I won't be playing it anytime soon. I've still got a couple weeks here and I'm going to be moving. And then once I move, I'm probably going to set up something Civil War. But December's not too far away. Never know. And this does look kind of nice. And I really haven't played many Compass games. Let's get the lid off this puppy. Nice picture there. What's that camouflage pattern that guy's got? Doesn't look like, well, P-Dot would have a cream color, sort of a creamy or orange color in it. All right. Baggies. 2 6-sided, big old 2 6-sided dice. Those are kind of fun. Although I miss the old SPI tiny dice. Counter sheets on top because I got them out to look. I'm not going to peel these back yet, but yeah. Shoot, yeah, let's do it. Come on. Let's get the old teeth on the plastic here. No, because you know what? These things fall out. But what? They look like they're not half-inch, so what? Maybe 5/8 inch counters. And there are 1, 2, 3. Looks like there's 6 counter sheets. It's not the whiteboard. Looks like it's just the dark stuff. So yeah, I'm not going to peel those back just yet because these counters are going to just fall right out of these things. Maybe later time I'll get that out. But they look pretty clean. They're straight. They're lined. They have similarities to some other games I remember playing with the way the strength and movement stuff is laid out. I wonder if that's the middle number is going to be cohesion on that. 28th Infantry Division, which were a bunch of, from what I understand, were a bunch of rooks anyhow. If those are cohesion ratings, that would make sense for the 28th. All right, so yeah, 6 counter sheets, so not bad at all, okay? All right, now, the books, and I do mean books. Not going to blow through this stuff, but let's see what we got here. All right, so we got our Last Gamble Designer Signature Edition game rules. Richard A. Hoffman, Danny Parker, 2023. So these boys have been working on this. Well, we know they've been working on it longer than that. Flat binding. So I hope there'll be some where you can download a PDF to get some, make your own copies of this. That's the way I like to do it with Reed. Looks like the print's going to be pretty good size in here. All right, so it's 2-column. I don't see, so it's not case numbers. Oh, yeah, it is. There we go. Case numbers. So 2 columns. Let's go to the back of this thing. Charts on the back. Like I say, this is a quickie, guys. We'll let the guys that are pros at doing this stuff. Allied pre-planned air worksheet. German headquarters worksheet. Oh, there's going to be some details. Attack log, pre-planned for the Germans. All right, so it looks like charts and tables. So 65 pages of rule. The last set of rules in here are maybe solitaire play stuff. Looks like Fog of War. Oh wow, a hurry up rule for forcing the player to allow the phasing player no more than 45 minutes for movement and combat phase. Wow, that could speed up play quite a bit, and could cause you to make mistakes or get lucky with something. So 64 pages for rules. The game booklet, I would assume this is scenarios, which is probably what a lot of us will do for those venturous ones out there that might play the campaign game. But I figure a lot of us will play scenarios. Turn record track with the scenarios. A little fuzzy on the text there, but not bad. So this looks like your scenario or your battle book. And then there are some designer's notes from Dan. He starts on page 33. Oh, with pictures, with documentation, map, some small map stuff in here. And this runs all the way to, looks like samples of play maybe. Let's find out what that is. So it looks like samples of play. Oh, the game is a history. Wow, starting on page 68. Wow, nice color pictures in there. Good write. So it looks like a lot of write-up and informational stuff. Let's see. Was that like a historical representation timeline or whatever, or reinforcement chart? All right, but that is the game booklet with your scenarios. It didn't look to me like there was much in the way. Let's see. Let's look on the cover page here. Much in the way of scenarios. Game variants, German and Allied. How the game is played. Wacht am Rhein, the game is a history, and it breaks down the 3 armies, the 6th Panzer, 5th Panzer, and the 7th Army. I guess the things that they did. So the German variants, okay, so there looks like there's, okay, so variations are different setups. Maybe these are the different scenarios, and then they have the Allied version of it too. Interesting. So, I mean, if that's correct, it looks like there's 24, maybe 24 scenarios, maybe a little less. All right, and it's also flat back binded book, okay? And then the historical study. Sorry. I'm just going to flip through this one because there's that nice little, another German soldier picture there. Oh, nice. Oh, here's what everybody was talking about. You got to love the maps like that. I'm not much for a book reader. Look at all the references. Wow. So this looks like, this guy's not being spiral bound or like the stuff that I do. A little hard to flip and leave this thing out flat because I'm afraid the binding will burst on the back. This is something that's going to have to get read. So they got some nice little pictures in here and looks like an excellent historical write-up. Yeah, this is something I'll definitely have to read. Wow. So this is the book that everybody's been talking about. And not only this, but you got the designer's notes inside the game booklet. So you probably got, geez, a good 170-some pages worth of information about the bulge from a historical background and from the designer's perspective. All right, now I got this out here, and this is, let me get this off of here. God, I hate to tear this off, but we're gonna do it. Remember the old C ration boxes in the military where you just had to get the band and flip it over to its backside and then just pop the band? I don't think this one's gonna work like that. Nope, it's not. Definitely not a C ration box. Oh, there we go. Okay, got that band off of there. Let's see what we got here. All right, so Wacht am Rhein, December 16th, 44 to 2 January 45. Not sure what the U.S. notes. Okay. All right, now we got, okay, these scenario cards or reinforcement cards? These must be, yep, scenario cards. Oh, Lord, there's a bunch of them. It's like a large-scale squad leader. Look at all this. And then German notes with the German scenario cards. I'm not going to go through all of these. Like I say, this is a hexy quickie just so you all can see the items that are in the box. But those are nice and, well, let's see. Yeah, I mean, the font, the text is a little fuzzy. But then again, I'm getting old too, so maybe it's just me. But nothing wrong. You can see these things perfectly. And it looks like they're only front side. Look at the order of appearance. Yeah, this is only front side, so that's good because then you don't have to worry about flipping something over. And if you want to stick it under plexi, use it, you can. But man, that's a stack. That is a stack of cards. And then, like I say, U.S. notes. It's funny, U.S. notes are on top of the German ones. All right, so big, heavy stack of those things right there for you to play. That out of the way, we got here. Looks like we got some errata, maybe? Yeah, corrections for the game. So it looks like we got 1, 2. Yeah, we'll call it 3 pages, maybe 2.5. Looks like some clarifications, order of appearance card, things that need to be corrected, some temporary rules tables changes, and then, okay, so it's a minimal on the game rules errata. Half a page maybe on game rules errata. And the rest of the stuff is order of appearance cards. And then some change to the notes in the historical study. Interesting. That's something I would have never thought you'd see in a game, but that's pretty cool. Even Danny and them even cleaning up their, they got an error in just the historical notes. That's pretty cool. All right, that's just on some regular paper there. All right, let's see what we got here at the bottom. This is all, no, it's not. I thought it was all maps, but it's not. So let's get this thing off of here. I'm cutting this off. Trying to do all that mumbo jumbo. All right, let's get that out of here. So let's see what's at the bottom of this stack here. All right. So it looks like the British notes, temporary rules table, combat results, terrain. Okay, so these are apparently, wow, the charts you're going to use. And then you've got variant card, option rules variants, and then more. Okay, so you got, looks like you've got duplicates of all the tables that you need. And I swear that looked like there was a scenario, another scenario right there. Battle before the Meuse. All right, so you've got 2 major stacks of player aids / scenario. I mean, look at that. Wow. All right, let's get that here. Let's get the map. We know we want to see a map. Let's just pop out. So there are 1, 2, 3. Looks like there is, no, I only see 3. Those 2 of them are together. 1. They're nice looking maps, I'll tell you that. That is some nice looking stuff right there. But that's the real, I see that. 1, 2, 3. That is Saring. I don't know what that is. Liege, that's Liege. So that's over on the what? The northern part. So 1, 2. How do they do bulge with 3 maps? Let's see what this map is. This has Liege on. Okay, so this is, all right, this is apparently that one scenario, the battle before the Meuse, that we just saw in that last stack. So it looks like, that looks like a, yeah, because it's got a boundary all the way around. So that looks like a, maybe this is where you start to learn how to play the game. Maybe use this one here. I don't know. We'll know more once we dig. Let's get that. Let's look at one of the other maps. So let's see. Where is one of our favorite towns? My box out of the way here. This is not going to be it, I don't think. What do we have here? So it is a, this is almost a cardboard stock, a thin cardboard stock. It's not very, not flexible like paper, but just flexible enough. Typical Ardennes, a lot of green stuff in here. A lot of rough terrain here. You guys are probably not going to see it, but there are like elevation lines that are done in a light brown running through the hexes. I'll check the terrain chart later. Maybe that is to represent rough terrain. We got Liege up in the corner, which you all can barely see up in here. This thing flipped around backwards. I need to find something I recognize. And Saint-Vith right here. Okay, all right, so here we go. Saint-Vith right here, which means Malmedy. All right. Where is Buchenbach? Okay. Monschau's up here. I knew that. That would be the northern end of the Germans' offensive. And this would here would be the big. So it's not this. Okay, so here's your, I guess, is it the Siegfried line? Whatever that thing is called right through here. So your whole front on this map is about right in here for the bulge. So this is kind of striking me as a supercharged, version of maybe, like I say, Bitterwoods or, and I mean no negativity on that. Those were all wonderful games, but it looks like they're gonna, which is kind of cool because you take a time for trumpets that's massive, all right, and then you get the smaller ones, the Bitterwoods, the Ardennes 44, things like that, a little bit of a smaller footprint for maybe ease and speed of play. This one looks like it might be a combination of both. High detail, smaller footprint. And as far as I can see, this is a gorgeous map. So, but it looks like your whole front area is between my hands right here. So that means Bastogne is right there. So the German front is here. We got was Claire for Clairvaux right here. All right. So you're talking from the front 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times 3, 33 clicks from the start line to Bastogne. That means Wiltz must be on this map here somewhere too. Where's Wiltz? Right here. Yeah. All right. So not drastic. All right. In map, of course, then again, how far did the Germans drive in this thing here? So the second map must be, yeah, the second map extends off of here because you got Liege in the corner. So the Meuse, I guess, runs down that way, and you'll have your other towns down there on the back end if the Germans can get there, where the British will pull up to the river and drink tea and not come across the river. So yeah, there you go. That's Compass Games' last gamble. I would say the biggest amount of items in the box are those cards and the rules, which that's a like I say, it's a good sized rule book. Don't know how much you got to assume there's going to be a lot of detail in it. So don't know how much that is until you start reading it. And you know, all of them have been gaming for a while. We know that in rules in a lot of sections, there's going to be the common things that we all know about wargaming. Common rules, you know, how to actually pick up a unit and move it and stuff like that. And you understand they got to do that in every game they make because that might be the first game that a person picks up and plays. So the 3 booklets and then the cards take up, I would say, probably 40% of this box. And I'm gonna let's drop everything back in here without the counters. Put these magazines underneath there. Could we get? I'm thinking you're gonna get 1 counter tray in there. Okay, so six counter sheets of 5/8 inch counters. I'm gonna recommend. Okay, I think a tray, a GMT tray. I think that's going to be out of the question. Here's one of my Walmart 21 slot trays, and that looks like a perfect fit. I would maybe, who is it? What's that company that makes the customized ones? Something for me or something like that. Maybe they'll make one specific for this. But with all those charts in there, take the counter sheet away. That tray looks like it fits in there perfectly. And I got a feeling for 6 counter sheets. Yeah, fits perfectly. 6 counter sheets, that tray might just do the job. You can pick these up at Walmart. I think I pay, and these, get the ones with the locking latch, okay? $4 or $5 at the most. And then they got the big 32-inch ones, which I think I pay like $6 or $7 for. But these are handy. I have these in a lot of games. They're not as easy to get counters out of the trays like a GMT tray would be. But these, and there's a little trick to these too. Sometimes, now it doesn't happen with the bigger counters, but your half-inch counters for all your games over the years, they can, because the plastic doesn't go all the way down. Well, I mean, it does, but there's a little gap in there, and plus it flexes a little bit. They can jump when the box gets tipped around. These won't do it. They're too big. But I found if you take a piece of paper and stick it in there between the lid and the counters, and when you close it, that paper will actually keep the counters from jumping around. All right, there you got it, guys. Compass Games, Danny Parker's game. Been waiting. Everybody, I know a lot of people are waiting for this one here. I think we've needed a new Bulge game here recently. So it's out. It's shipping. Mine's here. I'm sure a lot of y'all some of y'all may already have yours, or you'll be seeing them here shortly. Get them out and play them. I may not touch mine until December, but hope to see some video of people playing, maybe playing some of the small scenarios. I'm trying to move. Once I move, then I'm going to be getting into some stuff, and who knows when this will hit the table. Might not be as far out fetched as you think. All right, talk to y'all later, guys. Thanks for paying attention.